They are massive, freaky, and intimidating, but still some people find it cool to keep these abnormally large animals as pets. Like this guy who lives with a croc. How about a giant bear for a pet? But first, let's look at this incredibly large cat that has made man a friend. Number 15. Hercules the liger. Big cats are the least we expect to make friends with. I mean, big cats are savage and can crush you in seconds. That's why we prefer to leave them in their natural habitat. But you'd be surprised that a hybrid of a lion and a tiger, commonly known as a liger, is now being kept as a pet in various parts of the world. Ligers are the largest cats on Earth and can grow from 9 to 11 feet long and weigh as much as 1,200 pounds. But Hercules, the liger which lives at the Myrtle Beach Safari Wildlife Preserve in South Carolina, leads them all with an astonishing 922 pounds and measures 49 inches tall. Contrary to your expectation, Hercules enjoys special treatment as you'd expect of an ordinary pet, and it causes no harm to these men. Number 14. Giant centipede. Sometimes what you consider to be a frightening animal could be a friend to someone somewhere in the world, like this 26-year-old Taiwanese man and his giant centipede. Neil Chang Lei adopted this Peruvian giant centipede when she was much smaller, but she has become one of the largest centipedes alive. Giant centipedes can grow up to 30 centimeters and feed on animals up to 15 times their body size after weakening them with their poisonous claws. Though you may not encounter one in your backyard, if you do, just be careful not to step on it because its sting can be very excruciating. Number 13. Kojak the croc. Let's be honest here, a crocodile is a man's enemy, right? So what's this guy trying to show us? That we can hang around with a croc and even try to cuddle it? Now that's really weird to say the least. But this family in West Java, Indonesia is comfortable owning a 440-pound crocodile as a pet. Kojak the croc has been with the household for over 20 years, living in a small pool of water in the backyard, and children from the neighborhood enjoy playing just a few steps from him. Reports show that crocs are the worst animals to domesticate because they are dangerous and unpredictable. Well, however much you can pay me, I'm not sure I'm going to come close to this deadly creature. Number 12. Raccoon. Seeing someone keeping a raccoon as a pet can sound a bit strange. Nevertheless, some people dare to handle these sneaky and intelligent creatures. These masked rodents can be pretty friendly if tamed from childhood. To make a good pet, raccoons must first be hand-reared and domesticated before you can have them around your home. You don't just go into the wild and pick a raccoon thinking you can make it a pet. You might just have created a hell of a nightmare in your home. Only a few American states, about 16 in number, can issue certificates for people to own raccoons. Number 11. Kangaroos. Kangaroos are aggressive and sometimes can engage you in an exchange of punches, but these creatures can be cool and friendly if treated with humanity. Just like Rufus the kangaroo here, who is seen chilling on a family couch and spending a good time with the owner. However, having a kangaroo as a pet is rare since it is not allowed to be kept on people's premises. At full-blown size, kangaroos can grow up to 9.2 feet long and weigh 110 to 150 pounds. Well, some creatures I'd rather remain in the wild because having them around can be a burden of its kind, but if you find it cool, then go ahead and have some in your backyard. Number 10. Cocoa Puff the giant rabbit. Children are very happy to have pets that are almost their body size, and sure enough, this little girl here got a perfect companion. Cocoa Puff, a continental giant rabbit from Seattle, Washington, is almost the same age and size as the toddler, and the two just get along well. Rabbits are known to be violent and like to destroy wood when in a cage, but Cocoa Puff is peaceful and resides within the family house. A full-blown rabbit can grow up to 40 centimeters and weigh about 2 kilos. Cocoa Puff was indeed more than a pet to this toddler, but sadly he died of cancer in 2020. Number 9. Brahma the biggest chicken. What is the largest chicken you have ever seen? I guess nothing bigger than the typical chickens we rear in our backyard, but here is something different. Meet Brahma chicken, an American breed of chicken that's more massive than your typical chicken. While normal chickens weigh around 5 pounds and are not bigger than 27 inches, this breed is quite different. The Brahma chicken weighs around 10 pounds and is as tall as 30 inches when mature. Well, if your dream is to raise chickens for meat, then this is the best breed to embrace, since they are huge enough, usually 3 times an average rooster. Besides being large, Brahma chicken breeds also have an attractive appearance that you would like to see around. Number 8. The largest corgi. Corgis are one of the best pets you can have around, thanks to its small body and huge fur. But again, we cannot forget that corgis are very intelligent and fun-loving dogs. Usually, corgis weigh about 38 pounds on the maximum and are only 10 to 12 inches. But you'd be surprised that the largest corgi on Earth, named Noah the chubby corgi, weighed a staggering 59 pounds. That's extreme for a corgi, to say the least. Corgis have a foxy head and well-muscled thighs that give it a swift movement. The corgi is usually a harmless species that can rarely frustrate anybody, so you can have one of these if you choose, but can you go for the largest of all? Number 7. Tarantula. Some animals are even strange to see, though some people rear them as pets. Like this tarantula here, this is one of the largest spiders on Earth. You might wonder how people manage to keep them at home as pets, given that they are killing machines known to attack their prey with lightning speed and inject venom through their sharp fangs. Tarantulas grow from 4.5 to 11 inches and weigh around 1 to 3 ounces. But Goliath bird eaters are the largest tarantulas, growing up to 5 to 12 inches in size. Most of these giant tarantulas are found in the rainforests of South America. Like other spiders, they are sensitive at night due to their low vision. The good news is that the tarantula will rarely attack man unless it's provoked. Number 6. Giant pet lizard. However ugly an animal may look, there is one person who will definitely find it worth having as a pet. This lady from California is not afraid to keep this giant lizard that has ugly looks. She has gone to the extent of creating a social media channel for the giant lizard that she claims has thousands of fans. The giant lizard is so friendly to the lady. It's named MacGyver, and it is a red giant tegu lizard that usually grows up to 50 pounds and can live up to 27 years. They are rarely seen around, so when you see one, why not try to keep it as a pet like this lady? Number 5. Galapagos giant tortoise. We all yearn for a pet that can outlive us so that our grandchildren can have something to inherit. And that's exactly what Galapagos giant tortoises offer. The Galapagos giant tortoise is the largest living species of tortoise on Earth and can live up to 100 years, with some extending up to 400 to 500 years. Nevertheless, taking good care of the tortoise is a good way to prevent them from becoming extinct. Tortoises are not very small animals since they weigh more than 500 pounds and can grow up to 5 feet in length. They are the best pets to keep since they are harmless and your offspring will see them years after you've long gone. Number 4. Jimbo the Kodiak bear. I'm pretty sure not many will believe me if I say that a bear can be a perfect pet, and that's just fine, because how else would you expect it? After all, the bear belongs in the wild and can tear you into pieces in a few minutes. But unbelievable as it may sound, one thing is clear: these animals can be docile if raised in the hands of man. What you're seeing here is Jimbo the Kodiak bear, which has been the largest bear at a wildlife rehabilitation center in New York State. Until her demise in 2018, Jimbo weighed 1,500 pounds and measured 9.5 feet tall. The Kodiak bear is a breed of giant bear that is known to grow up to 10 feet tall and weigh 1,500 pounds when fully grown. Number 3. Koi fish. Very few people have ever thought of keeping giant fish as a pet, but if this video is something to go by, you can be sure that giant fish can as well be a pretty good pet to have in your home. What you're seeing here is a rare and expensive breed of fish called koi that's kept as a pet. Blended in shades of bright colors, koi fish are attractive to just about anyone and love living in groups. They can grow to become too large, weighing about 25 pounds and measuring 36 inches. So if you have enough time to learn about koi fish, then go for them, because they can be the best pet to have around. Number 2. Alaskan Malamute. Another giant animal kept as a pet is the Alaskan Malamute. This species of dog can double as a pet and as well provide security. They are almost the size of a bear and can be very friendly to the owner. This dog can grow beyond 25 inches tall and weigh 85 pounds. I'm not sure if you'd wish to meet this giant at anyone's gate. Number 1. Sushi the shoebill. The shoebill is a strange bird that's common for its gun-like sound. But I guess having a bird larger than the size of a child in your home as a pet is something not many of us will be comfortable with. But these things happen. Shoebills grow up to 27 inches tall with an amazing 8-foot wingspan. This large grey shoebill stork named Sushi, found at the Uganda Wildlife Education Center, is very docile and interested in humans. However, you have to bow before you can stroke her. So if the size is not an issue, you can go for one. But even if you have enough courage to own them as pets, you might just be forced to check with authorities first, because these birds are not legal everywhere as pets. This is because shoebills are endangered species, and therefore it is illegal to keep them as a pet unless it is in wildlife preserve centers. Thanks for watching.